I hear you now, boy.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Hell. Yeah, mate.
That better? Right, okay.
Yep.
Sorry. Good evening and welcome back to West Ham Network on this Wednesday evening, stroke Thursday morning, over there in Brisbane, sunny Australia. And with my old mate Kieran. How are you, mate?
G'day, guys. Shant. All good. All good. Slept in a bit this morning, boy. Rushing around a bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well,
must have needed a sleep.
Fine. Yeah. Yeah. I when I first started the show, I was thinking, why am I hearing the intro twice? Like one after the, and I realised I had YouTube open. Like a silly sod. Anyway, how are things over in Oz at the moment, mate? What's the weather doing?
All right, mate. It's hot. We're getting up there now, boy. We're getting up to that 28s, 30s. So it's getting pretty hot. But
Yeah.
it's expected this time of year. Well, storm season, we'll be getting plenty of them. We've had a few already. Couple of crackers. They're
We've had a
worrying.
few storms here, actually, to be fair. You know,
All right.
it's been quite it's been quite wet over the last few days. Yeah, mate. Right, let's have a look, see who's in the chat. Give you a chance to gather your thoughts, mate, since you ain't been up long. Good evening, usual. How are you, sir? Good evening to you, Damien. How are you, sir? Early bird catches the worm, he says. And Randy, good evening to you. He says, hope you're both well. Thank you, mate. Mark, good evening to you, son. Good evening, Budgie Cieran and all the gang, he says.
Hey, Mark.
Nice. Popped in and says, good evening all. Thanks for joining us this evening. Dark News is back tonight as a little spoiler. Paul Lyons, good evening, Paul. Congrats, usual, on Last Man Standing. Oh, what's that all about then? You have to tell us about that, usual. Randy says, that's good to hear. Rich says, evening all, I hope everyone is well. Good evening, Rich. Mark saying, sharky, croc. Everyone's well. Brendan, good evening, mate. How are you, sir? Mr. Bong, good evening, James. A jolly good evening, all you winners, he says. Who else have we got in? Cookie Hammer. Hope all are well. Bowen's a legend, got that gold captain and didn't fuck off twice. Soucek, absolute warrior. Absolutely, mate. I agree with that 100%. Good evening, Mr. Watson. How are you, sir? Anne Allenson. Good evening to you, Anne. Hey, how are you, mate? Richo. How are you, sir? Nice of you to join us, buddy. So Brendan's saying, so Kieran, what's this about drop crocs? All you need is a 5 metre croc that could climb trees and drop down on their prey. What's that all about then? Do you know anything about that?
What, we got drop bears, we haven't got drop crop.
Mate, that's just, that's a frightening fucking thought though. Good evening, Frog. Good evening. He says, oi, oi, Budgie and Kieran, oi, oi, Hammers. How are we all doing? 𝗙𝗢𝗥, I'm going to call you 𝗙𝗢𝗥. What's up, gang? He's saying, James, evening, Budgie, morning, Kieran, big up to the chat.
Mr. Lamproof.
Hey?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Oh, hang on. Richo says his sister's arrived from Perth, Australia today.
Oh,
nice,
lovely.
Mate. Hope she has a wonderful time with you guys. Lee, good evening, Lee. He says, Lee Marks, he says, West Ham forever. Absolutely, mate. There were drop crop dinosaurs discovered in Queensland that could do all of that, apparently.
Are they? Wow. Someone better let everyone know that.
Yeah. Lee is in Forest Gate. Lee, good evening, mate. Thank you for joining us. Nice of you. Hope you like what you're seeing here tonight, and join us again. Become one of the gang. Didn't they find remains of drop crops in Australia this week? Well, I have no idea, mate.
Obviously, this is all news we don't know nothing about. So
yeah, no, we've not seen any of this. Apparently, Richo's sister's over for the Christmas holidays. Have a great time, mate. Really do hope you do. Apparently, they lived 50 million years ago. Well, that's all right then.
Right then. Yeah, fucking hell.
No chance of one dropping on you on your way to the supermarket, mate.
See, Rexes are around as well. We ain't got them either, have we?
Yeah, we ain't got none of them around. No T-Rexes, mate.
Yeah.
That's Budgie Cieran. Now, Mark, you're treading on thin ice now, son. Treading on thin ice. It's only Thursday. No, it's not Thursday. Well, it might be. I don't even know where you are, Frog. Where is Frog? He's in the UK. You're in the UK, aren't you? Anyway, let's get on with the show. Let's talk about Saturday's performance. Did you watch the game?
Of course, mate. I got up. I didn't watch it live. I got up that morning, about 6 o'clock in the morning, and just put it straight on and watched it, mate. And I went, I was nervous, bloke. I've never been so nervous for a long time on a game because I knew how important 3 points were. And I was starting to get worried, man, really. But fucking hell. We gave him a silly goal as well.
When that Burnley goal goes in, that's when my heart dropped. And I thought, oh, no, please.
Because we weren't looking that good, guys. You know, from the performance we had against Newcastle, this was a little... They look nervous. They look cagey. Yeah. They look worried. And but we dragged ourselves back into the game and got the goal. What was the first goal? I can't remember now.
The first one was the
Wilson. That was Callum Wilson, wasn't
it? Yeah.
So great stuff for him. Being a poacher, being there, got lucky with the deflection, but that's what happens when you have a shot, doesn't it? And he was in the right place,
right time. Yeah.
So that was a bit of a relief.
Yeah, and then Thomas Soucek steps up and pops the next one in, which was
really my man Thomas. Geezer. My man Thomas.
Really all these people said we'll get on to him in a minute, Kieran. Right, because actually this show is actually called 250 Not Out for Bowen and Soucek. They both received the awards from the club. A shirt and all that, playing 250 games. We'll get onto that in a few minutes, but Soucek,
and fair play.
Second goal. Yeah, go
Fair
on.
play to fucking big old Igor. He done really well there, man. Skip
Had
past
a
the
good
geezer
game.
on the ball. Great ball to Soucek. Later for the next
Yeah,
one, who had the shot and
yeah,
got geezer parried it, and then fucking 𝗙𝗢𝗥 pushes fucking Bowen out of the way to fucking
absolutely
get his
loved
goal.
that.
There he gets
And they
Bowen
both
would be
landed on
disgusted.
top of each other in the net, which was really quite
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
And
Bowen would be gutted
Bowen,
with that.
yeah, but Bowen took it in really good, like, um, good sportsmanship. You know, he was kind of like, you know, yeah, mate, okay, fair enough. You got there before me. You've got your first goal for the team. Don't do that again, son. Otherwise, I'm getting you dropped. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
but
it was a great feeling that 3 points and 3 goals again after having gone down a goal, like
yeah,
again.
yeah. We
So
should mention
you
fucking
know,
Ariola's fucking Jesus Christ, can't
contribution.
catch the ball. That was pretty poor. But you know when Peter scored there, you know my thoughts were, fuck me, oh poor old boy 𝗙𝗢𝗥, how many years he never got one, and
Yeah,
𝗙𝗢𝗥 Peters has got one of.
yeah. Within 4 or 5 months of joining the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, good for him.
Yeah, it was great, and you know, it was good to see all of the, you know, the staff and everybody enjoying it as well. And the fact that, you know, there was a protest march before the game, and that a large percentage of the protest march went into the crowd, into the game, from my understanding anyway. And they lifted the atmosphere within the stadium. They got behind the team, which is what they promised to do. And I think that helped to lift the spirits of the players, because I think they were expecting half empty stadium, if I'm honest with you, and it wasn't. It wasn't half
No.
empty, you know. It was reasonably well packed, and yeah, fair play. The crowd got behind the players. The players got behind the fans, and it was great. It was good to see. Really was good to see.
Yeah.
Let's see who
It's
else is
still
in the squad.
still
Yeah,
worrying
go
with
on.
the sort of depth in squad what we've got that you think, God, we've got to get better. At the end of the day, this is Burnley, and we got it done. But it was so important, them 3 points, man. So important.
Yeah,
And but
and
we've got
yeah,
we've got
and like
the
Randy
strength and
said here, it was nice to get back-to-back wins. Um,
absolutely.
we can continue that run going, but we have tough matches coming up though. Absolutely,
And
we
I've been
do.
saying,
But Bournemouth shouldn't be so tough for us. Not if
no,
we play the
but
way we have to.
yeah, that's what was scaring me. And I said it the other week, you know, about the games after this international break. They are a tough set of sort of 7 fixtures. So this was vital, these 3 points, you know. And
Yeah,
then we've got to try and pick up points between now and end of December, because we've got to be in touch and distance of everyone around us.
yeah.
But they
I
are
mean,
tough games,
we
real
need
tough.
another 2 wins to be, like, not comfortable, but to be in a comfortable position to springboard ourselves further. Do you know what I mean by that?
We,
We need another 2 wins to do that.
well,
Maybe, you know, like a win and 2 draws might even do it. But,
well,
you know, I just
that's
think,
what I'm looking at, buddy. It's about 18 games when we get to the end of December, right? So
yeah,
I think we need to be up near 18 points, around that 18 to
yeah,
20 points, and that's, you know, a couple of wins and a couple of draws, or 3 wins,
yeah.
where we need to be.
I think Kimmy's just trotting on the dog's foot, bless him. So, who else we got here? Frog saying Crocs had better be careful. Nobody needed handbags for the last 300,000 years. Crocs was the only one in first half headers, had at least 5 headers, 3 in the box, rest around the box, breaking up play and directing it. Cookie, you're absolutely right. Potts was immense. And I thought Fernandez had a great game too. I thought Fernandez was top drawer on Saturday.
Do you know that I thought Bowen was really poor. I just couldn't keep mentioning how many times in that first half he gave the ball away, or his passing was bad, or it was taken off him. He really had a poor game, but I was really, which is not. He had poor. Paqueta weren't that much better, but to get a win when both of them are not firing is good. You know what I mean? We weren't just relying on them to do it. So you can look at the positives that way. But Bowen was poor. That's probably his poorest game I've seen him this season. But he's allowed one, guys. He's allowed to have a poor one there and there.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Richo says, did you see the windsurfer got attacked by a shark? Yeah. We're going to talk about that in a little while, mate. In a little while. Well, we don't want to give any spoilers away.
But fucking hell, mate. Stealing the thunder, isn't he? Jesus.
I know, you know what I mean? Mark says, Soucek has scored 44 goals for us now. Almost as many as Carlton Cole. Almost as many, Carlton Cole's on 46, I think. Leon, good evening to you, Leon. All good, mate. Saying hello to everybody. Did Fulkrug even make 250 minutes? Probably not, mate. Bear with me for 1 second.
No, what you done? Where's he gone? Oh, he's disappeared, has he? Well done.
No, I'm back. The dog's hurt his foot. It's all right, my son's dealing with it. Yeah. Sorry about that. The joys of owning bulldogs, mate.
There you go. There's dogs for you.
Yeah. Let's see. Leon said something Fulkrug even did for 250 feet. Richo says Nuno will keep us up, which I think you're right, mate. Good evening, Neil.
Oh, so boy there.
Wow. Mark saying Fulkrug played 24 times for us in 2 years, scored 3 goals. That's a £10 million per goal player, including wages. Wow.
Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? It's amazing, eh? Yeah. The money we fucking spunked away on certain players, it's unbelievable. I wonder why we're in trouble. Well, at the end of the day, things are looking better. We're doing it without Fulkrug at the moment, so we're just going to keep going. We've got to strengthen. You know that. We need another striker. We probably need another midfielder, maybe another defender. If Nuno can get them signings right, we got a great chance staying up there. We should do it. But I think we need at least 3 signings and we need to get them right. And that, the rumours that it wouldn't surprise me if he does bring Troy in, because I know he wanted him at Wolves. He could be a good impact player to have, Troy. He wouldn't be my favourite pick, but I'll tell you what, you can get him for 4 or 5 million. It'd be a good impact player, man.
Yeah, I was listening to Gio over on Amber's chat yesterday, I think it was. And he was talking about Adama Traore and what he could bring to West Ham. And he said, look, I wouldn't expect him to be a starting player, but he's backup for the likes of Somerville and Guilherme if he stays and gets club. He's kind of backup for those and also for Bowen as well. Because don't forget, he plays on the right normally anyway.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
because you don't know, do that. Injuries to our team, mate. We're so thin. I'd like them three players to come in plus a Troy. You need cover because Bowen might get injured. Fucking then what do you do? You've got to.
yeah.
Guilherme might not get a go. He might not be. He might not think he's good enough. So we've got to have a bit more on that bench, man. Can't keep it on old my man Thomas to come on every week and score a fucking goal.
James Bond says, if we can get 5 points plus in the next 5 games, we'll have done well. But we'll still be in the poo, and Nuno has got a tough job on his hands. Come on, you want?
Absolutely.
That's absolutely right.
We shouldn't discount how tough this is going to be, Geezer. We've got the 2 wins, but you can see by the team and the squad, and it's going to be tough. And some of these other teams, they're not playing that bad. Wolves are the only disastrous team in there at the moment. You forget Sunderland. I think they've skipped away. Jesus, what result they had against Arsenal. Fantastic. Fuck me. Arsenal weren't even giving up shots on target before that game, and Sunderland scored 2 against them.
Yeah. Absolutely right. So Mark's saying, actually, being skint is helping our youngsters to come through. It kind of is, but they're not getting enough minutes, in my opinion. They could do with more minutes, 5 here and 8 there and 20 here is not enough.
I'm not worried whether he plays any youngsters or not. I want him to just get points on the ball. Whatever that takes, it takes. If he thinks youngsters are part of it, fine. I don't want to be playing just to give him minutes, though. I want us to win games because that's where we are. But everything else goes out the window now. No matter how shit the game is now. And I want to enjoy and be entertained. I'm a big fan of that. I don't think you should just play football for results. But this year, that's exactly what we've got to do. So it doesn't bother me if the youngsters don't get time unless they're bloody good enough and they come on and do a job for us. If he thinks that, fine. Whatever Nuno you think, because it's all in his hand.
Yeah. Evening, good evening, you, sir. What have we got? HH, good evening, you. What I'm kind of liking is that Nuno has kind of taken responsibility for any mistakes that he's made, and he's been willing to change them and to try things, which we kind of didn't give him credit for right at the beginning. He's given it a go. He's tried a few different things, and now he's found this formula. He's found this formula where his starting 11 doesn't necessarily dictate, the game plan as such. He has substitutions in mind to change the game.
He has changed it. I'm still disappointed on that Leeds game. I didn't think he could get it wrong twice, and he did. But I've got to get over it. I'm trying to get over that, mate. Fucking pissed me off. Can't even do it again. Play that same thing twice and fail twice. But he has changed it all, and it's for the better.
Burnt himself on the same iron twice. So, Frog said, get Kante on the effing bench pronto. And I agree. I think from everything that I've been hearing from the likes of Ruff and from, I think it was Gio again that mentioned him, and the lad on the West Ham way, I can't remember his name now, his name escapes me. But they've all been saying that Kante is kind of a bit special,
Yeah, he's looking like big, tough, raw, but I think he's one for the future. Whether he's one for this season or gets a bit of minutes, I don't know. But like I said, I don't want players to get minutes for the sake of it. If we were cruising at, in round 10, fine. But we're not. If this boy can, get us points and help us win games, fuck it. But I'll leave that to Nuno and all the coaches because they know better than we. They see him every day. So if he is, great. It's great. But I'll leave that to the fucking coaches. See if he's ready or not. He might not be ready for the Premier League.
That's a really good question, Brendan. James B. James Bond. Are you a moderator on any channels? Actually, I do believe he's a moderator on Green Street Elite, my channel, but that doesn't very often. We don't very often do much on that. But have I got any moderators in the chat tonight? Yes, one.
They moderate themselves, Jesus.
Yeah, they do. But we've got a moderator there. Lovely story about Tatty. Yeah, and let's get on to that. 250 appearances for Bowen and for Thomas Soucek. Now, Thomas Soucek comes on and gives us a goal on his 250th, which, okay, weren't one of his best goals, but it was still right man, right place, right time, you know? And it is a nice story that both of them joined within a couple of weeks of each other. And, you know, they both reached this milestone together. And, you know, like I put in the opening video, you know, Soucek's still proving his worth to this club, you know. And
mate.
every time that man pulls his shirt on, you can't, you know, doubt his dedication and his commitment to the club or to the shirt, you know. And I think that he's vastly underrated. He's come under a lot of criticism in recent, you know, in the last 18 months or so. He's come under quite a lot of criticism, and I think a lot of that's been unfounded. I have been guilty of some of that criticism myself, but having said that, you know, I think if you look back in time, like we can, Kieran, there would have been times when we looked at players like Billy Bonds and gone, he could have done so much better that day. Do you know what I mean? And so, you know, like for a player like Thomas Soucek to have been able to put in 250 appearances and given us 44 goals in all competitions, 38 in the league, I think is a tremendous achievement, which I think we should celebrate it. I really do believe we should celebrate it.
No, it's been fantastic. Look, I think with Soucek, we can criticise him because he had a poor run of form there, especially under Moyes, where Moyes kept picking him regardless. And I think he needed a break. I've always been saying it because he was playing every minute for the Czech team as well, every minute for us, and he was off his game. Plus, then you get the likes of these idiots. They pair him up with Ward-Prowse, and he was at his best when he had Declan Rice with him, when he was going more forward than Declan Rice. That worked superbly well for him. He's a great give-all player. It's as simple as that. But as long as you understand his limitations as a midfielder, his passing range isn't the greatest and all that. If you understand them limitations, he's not the quickest. But you can accept what a good player. We had loads of good midfielders that gave their all. A lot of Jeff Pikes and whatever. They weren't the best midfielders in the world, mate, but fuck me, they gave their all and we loved them.
They worked hard for us. You're straight to the world and that.
Yeah, Noble and that. You know, Noble was never going to be in a top 4 club, but my God, he was vital to us at times, you know. His work rate and effort. And Soucek has been as well. Now he's getting older and that, and probably isn't a starter. But as a box crasher, to come in and maybe get you a goal, that's why managers always pick him, because there's always a goal there somewhere. It might not be every fucking week, and it won't be, but he can always maybe get a goal. Where you look at a lot of midfielders, you struggle to see them ever scoring. But with Thomas Soucek, mate, look at him. The last 2 goals he got, right, where he got them from 2 yards out, if that. That one of the weekend was from a yard out. But he was in the right place to fucking chest it in. So, and then even with our 3rd goal, which was the crucial goal, it turns out, because of Areola, he runs with the ball, attacks the defence, and has the dig, has the shot, which creates the goal. So, well done, Thomas. Thomas, as I like to say.
Gary's in the house. Good evening to you, Gary. Hope you're well, buddy. Trodge is in the house. Good evening to you, Trodge. Hope you're well, sir. Leon
There's
says
your moderator.
Bowen 747 and Sun Sue. I would have said the 𝗙𝗢𝗥.
Like it.
𝗙𝗢𝗥. Mr. Budden, Tom Budden's in the house. Good evening, Tom. I do believe that's Russ's brother. Hope you're well, young man. Thank you for joining us. Mark my words. Good evening, Mark. He says Kante looks good against youth players, but the real test is against different animals. Absolutely, mate.
Yeah,
and
of course.
we know that there are limits to what these younger players can achieve up against, Premier League players. We know that the jump is huge, absolutely humongous. But certain players can do it. The likes of
as Potts can.
The likes of Potts has shown that. And even Divin Mabama, when we were in the 23 campaign, when we were in the Conference League, even he showed that he can cope up against the best. You know what I mean? Of what you're up against. Yeah. And he did, and he got himself a decent move out of it.
When you look at Potts' rise, right? He's doing well now. Like I said, it's only been a couple of games, but he's looking comfortable, mate. He's looking like a Premier League player, right?
Oh, absolutely.
But he went down the right route, mate. He was 2 years, out on loan, became a player of the year at both clubs. So he's done his yards, to get this chance in the first team, and he's looking pretty good, man. It's only early days, but he's looking good, and hopefully that little injury he picked up weren't too bad. Anyway.
Trudge. I think banging his drum would be more appropriate, wouldn't it? But Hagee, the goalkeeper, he's 23 now. He's been out on loan quite a lot, and he's shown a lot of promise, but I don't know. He's not getting used in our setup. Maybe he's not like West Ham.
Well, we've got 3 goalkeepers that's costing us a fortune in Gaza, isn't they? That's what we've got at the moment. So another young keeper ain't going to be in there yet. So, but at the end of the season, I imagine 𝗙𝗢𝗥 will be parting.
Yeah.
So who knows then?
You never know.
A Manson, we've still got 15 million on a Manson geezer. So can't have him doing nothing for the rest of his life.
Gary's saying that it always winds him up when people slag off Big Tom. I'm not having it, he says. Yeah, he's frustrating.
Yeah, mate. I know. Who are we talking about, Gary? Nick Killen? I've given it to him a couple of times about slagging Thomas off. I think he went over. He went over the top a couple of times with him. When I went on with him that time, I told him, "Now leave him alone. We know his limitations, man." But but I suppose he's all right now. But everyone had a point of criticism, especially when you put him and Ward-Prowse together. Jesus Christ, it wasn't working. That was Potts and Lopetegui. Jesus fuck. Yeah. And as soon as fucking Nuno come in, he's dragged. Ward-Prowse is just not a part of anything, is he?
Yeah.
That's it. He's done.
And this is another thing, right? Trudge, this is a really good point. Soucek doesn't show himself for passes. He lays it off and runs forward, which is one of the things that absolutely you could say about Thomas Soucek. He likes to play forward. And when he was forced to play backwards with Lopetegui, you could see the faults in his game. You could see the faults in his passing, and his, it was absolutely, against his game. He likes to play forward, and he seems to have gotten faster.
I don't know about that.
And Trudge says you got to use him right. Yeah, well, when he's coming up the 25, 30 minutes, he's got a little bit more.
You got to use him right.
Yeah.
If anyone thinks he's going to turn into a Gerrard or a Lampard, he ain't happening. He is what he is.
Yeah. Fellaini 2.0, isn't he? Basically, let's be honest. That's what he is.
Yeah. Probably is.
Frog says that Bowen having a quiet one is well overdue as well. He's been our
Yeah.
rock. And
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
you're
so,
right.
Frog. That's what I said.
He
He had a
can
really
be
poor
forgiven.
game, but
He
he had
can
a
be
poor
forgiven.
game. He can have
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
𝗙𝗢𝗥.
Yeah.
God.
He loves being at our club. It's great to see. And did you see the impromptu bit of video of him when he was being brought on? When he was like at the bench and he was prepping to come on? You didn't see
Don't
it,
think
Kieran,
so.
no?
Don't think
Right,
so
so
much.
he's got his shirt on, right, and he stands there and he goes like this and he gets his shirt all like that and he picks up the shirt. He doesn't know he's being filmed. He kisses the badge and then he goes like that and he goes like this and then walks out onto the pitch.
Oh, no,
And
I
he
didn't see
doesn't
that.
know we're not out onto the pitch, but out to where
Yeah.
Nuno is basically,
Yeah.
To the technical area. But while he's prepping himself up, getting his shirt on, he fucking kisses the badge and then he touches the heart.
There
It's
you go.
lovely to see. It was really
That's all you
lovely
need
to
to
see.
know. Right.
Yeah, mate. That tells you everything about him. Everything about him, in my opinion. Right, let's have a look, see what else we got and who else we got. Right, let's see what else we've got here. Delete the other stream. What other stream are you talking about, mate? I hope it's not us, because I really don't think it is. What else have we got? Blue Moon Tiger King. Good evening, mate. Do you think you find any Joshua? Oh, that's oh right, okay. Do any of you find that Joshua fighting Jake Paul would be good for boxing? Absolutely not. I think
No.
it's taking the sport down the wrong line, and Joshua should know better than to fight
Yeah, that's
a YouTube
fucking nonsense.
glory hunter.
I mean, that's
It's
just a
absolutely
money
nonsense.
grab. It's a money
Yeah, of
grab.
course it is.
Fucking, they want to earn money for him,
If
but
Joshua fights him, he'd lose all respect I've got from him. And even though he got beat quite convincingly recently, I've still got some respect for him. I lose all the respect I've got for him if he fights Jake Paul or any of those YouTubers, any of them.
no. And quite frankly, Jake Paul should be dead in 2 rounds. As simple as that. That's a different level of them 2 boxers. But I don't want it. I hate to see it, man. This YouTube bullshit. I think it's crap.
Yeah.
But it gets views, Jesus, and it earns money.
Yeah.
GP.
GP's in the house. Good evening, mate. Lynn's in the house. Good evening to you, Lynn. Thank you for joining. Helen's in the house. Good evening. He said that was part of the ritual, apparently, kissing the badge, etc. Yeah, well, that's really nice to know. But, wow, absolutely fantastic. Oh, right, okay. No, so Cookie. So what's happened is now, StreamYard have now come up with this new thing where people on their phone can watch it on portrait mode, which is one above the other, and people that are watching it on their TV or laptops or whatever can watch it in landscape mode. So there are 2 screens running simultaneously.
So
and that's nothing to do with it.
Is that showing up on the screen then? I was quite doubled up.
No. If you're watching this like on a phone, you can choose one stream or the other, I believe.
Fuck, I know.
I don't know.
I can see 2. I can see 2 of us.
Yeah, well, that's because we're in the studio, mate. Right, who else have we got? I've just seen a super chat come in. In there watching TV. Yeah, she's watching some TV, relaxing. Had a busy day. Who else have we got? Brendan's asking, I'm going left field, but are there any changes you could get Jeff Innocent on? Any chance you could get Jeff Innocent on as a guest? I don't even know how to contact him, mate. So probably not. Um, Rich is saying, great show as always, Budgie and Kieran. Thank you, Rich. Thanks. Be good, people. If you can't be good, don't get caught. Right, okay. Fair enough.
Richie, thanks for that.
Thanks for that, Rich. Okay. Who else have we got? Who else have we got? Who do you think will sign in January, says Lynn? I really don't know. I mean, Adama Traore seems to be coming up quite a lot from quite a few different sources.
Don't know.
I really don't
I'm
know.
hoping Nuno's working on that.
Kind of, I don't know anyone else that we've been linked with lately that really kind of gives me any real confidence in the rumour. But that Adama Traore rumour coming up quite a lot. And to be fair, he has worked with Nuno in the past, so I can see there being a lot of sort of water in that one. You know what I mean? I can see there being some substance in that. So
I'd rather leave it to Nuno and his team. I think Troy's probably an option, but there's three more I want.
I think that's probably one of the options that's open. But other than that, I really don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, Jesus Christ, we haven't been able to buy a striker for fucking 10 years without it failing. It's been a long time. So, yeah, I just leave it to Nuno, mate. I think he'll know what he needs to get through the rest of the season. And hopefully he brings in 3, maybe 4 players to do it.
Usual wants to know if you can have a look at the view from your balcony, Kieran.
What's that, mate?
Usual wants to know if you can have a look at the view from your balcony.
It's not much, guys. It's just a house at the back. But no.
There you go.
That's it.
There you go, Usual. Ask and you shall receive. There you are. There you are, sir.
And the grass needs cutting.
Where's Howard these days? Only seen him at under 21s. Actually, that's a good point. I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. He wasn't here last week either, was he?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, I can't actually answer that right now, mate. Yes. Maybe he's working. He's got a sculpture that he's doing, maybe. I don't know. Gary J says 𝗙𝗢𝗧 and
I don't mind that 𝗙𝗢𝗪𝗘𝗡 fucking link. That's a rumour, whatever you want to call it. That's not a bad shout. Yeah. On loan for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Hang on, mate. I've just got to do this because somebody's trying to contact me.
Oh, I've got to say, while you're doing that, I watched it again the other day, again, just to switch it to the music side of that. You know the boy I told you about a while back, Stephen R. Wilson Sr., right? Stephen R. Wilson Jr. Fucking hell. And he does a cover of Stand By Me, right? Fucking hell, man. I watched it again the other day. It's so good. It's so brilliant. It's on a show called Live at the Print Shop, right? And he does it on there, just on these acoustic guitar. Fuck me. It's so different. The best version of, by the Benny King original, the best cover I've ever heard of it. And everyone's covered that song, Stand By Me. But what? It's so brilliant. So anyone who's never, ever seen it, Live, I think it's called Live at the Print Shop. Stephen R. Wilson Jr. Watch it. Watch him sing that. It's so different. It's brilliant. Anyway, just thought I'd get that in.
Yeah.
If anyone's seen it, he's honestly, he's on that guitar, on his voice. Jeez. So good, man. So good. Yeah, that's one for you, boy. Look that up.
Hang on. Stephen R. Taylor.
Wilson. Stephen R. Wilson Jr.
Wilson.
Stephen R. Wilson Jr. Live at the Print Shop. So good. Yeah. I'll throw that out there.
Yeah, okay. Right, I've got that there. I'll have a look at that in a bit. Right, who else have we got? Yeah. Jack. Right, sorry. Iron Disciple says he's not big on Traore.
I'm not a great fan myself, but I do believe he could be something off the bench that offers you something. You know, that's all I'm thinking. If we can get him for $4 million on 18-month deal, say, get him for that little money, I think it's worth a punt to have something to come off the bench, and it can affect games. I've seen him do it against us. I remember playing Wolves, about 3 years ago or so under Moyes. He came off the bench and tore us apart and set up 2 goals for him at this. I think that was at the London Stadium. Just ripped us to pieces down that right. Yeah. So I know it's a couple of years on, but I do believe it could do something. It gives us an option. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at him as, a great... I want the other 3 players I want as well. I think he's just another I'd have for the rest of the season, especially. Just to try and dig us out of this hole. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on, I'm just going back up the chat for a minute. I thought I'd missed somebody, but it doesn't look like I have. Because somebody, who was it? Here, GP. Oh, maybe he's correcting himself on a comment he made earlier. Right, okay, right. So, I think it's time we did a little shark thing.
Oh,
don't you?
Oh, yeah. Got that, mate? Yeah! Fucking shark's been at it again.
Well, I've got a new video for this shark thing.
Oh, my word. Better be good, guys. I better be fucking good. It better be good.
It's a new little video. There's me. Right, there it is. Right, okay. Here we go. You ready?
Ready?
There you go.
Love the video. Right here, yeah. Here's your straight away criticism. Love the video, don't like the music. Prefer the other one.
All right. Okay.
There you go. There you
go. All right. Okay.
Honest, right, my honest opinion.
I created that about 2 weeks ago for that. But there you go. Never mind. I'll get rid of it. Don't worry. We'll change it.
I like the old other music. I just prefer the other music to it. It built you up.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Got you.
But yeah, anyway, we had obviously, was it usual? Already knows about this one in Western Australia near the Margaret River. This what they call them now. They call them foil surfers. They've got these shorter boards out there, and they've got the big thing that sticks down through into the water that they fucking fly. and they fly through the water, these fall surfers. Same as windsurfers, but on a smaller ball with that, what do you call it, like rudder sticking down into the water. And fuck, it was even on video. The video from the beach was this guy fucking going around next to him, bang, this fucking shark, great white. It sounds like it was a junior great white, small white. Fucking grabs it. Fucking pulls him down, pulls it under the water, and takes the big U-shaped fucking bite out of his board. And apparently he kicked him, punched and fought him off and got rid of him. And got in 61-year-old geezer. I even wrote his name down there somewhere, I'm sure it is. Yeah, Andy MacDonald, his name is. Very Scottish. Okay, name, Andy MacDonald. And the boy, 61. I think I did, yeah.
He said,
I did, yeah.
I knew it was a big one, so I just punched and kicked as hard as I could.
Yeah, it was so Australian thing to say, you know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, mate. And it's typical of these surfers. And then he bows, I'll be out tomorrow or whatever anyway. He's got 2 or 3 different balls. So he'll be out again tomorrow. But he said, I learned, I survived to tell the tale, so which is a good thing. But yeah, hell of a bite out of his board. That'll be up on his wall, mate, in his man cave, that board. Yeah, with a big bite out of it. Hell of a story. But yeah, got lucky again. This is the difference, I say a lot of surfers, when they're lying on their normal boards, that's why they get bit in the midriff. Because they come up, and I'm sure it's just because the board looks like a seal, and they bite there, and usually take half their fucking stomach out the side of their midriff. I've seen loads of surfers with that damage to their side. But because he's standing on it as a windsurfer, fall surfer, they just took the big lump out of the board and missed his feet. Lucky for him.
Gary J, good evening, mate. He's asking Kieran, where in Iceland are you? I'm thinking about making a trip out that way.
I'm in Brisbane, guys.
Yeah, Queensland. So, if you're planning a track out there, then Queensland's the place you'll find Kieran. Who else have we got? Ross is Munchtastic. They're talking about 𝗙𝗢𝗧 in the chat, actually, quite a lot. And Happy saying worries her about how frustrating his end product is, and that's what a few other people have said recently as well. And Randy saying that Nuno wanted him at Forest, and I do believe that was part of the fallout that he had with Forest because he couldn't get 𝗙𝗢𝗧.
It was.
He decided to, quit and whatever it was.
Yeah, that was part of the problem. Like I said, is it? Oh, we need to get 𝗙𝗢𝗧. No, but I do believe it'll help us to get through this season, and that's what I care about. I think he could be a good impact sub to come on for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, right? Yeah, and in the right games, he'll do some damage. Yeah, his end product isn't the same, isn't the greatest, and neither is, to be fair, we could say that about Somerville at the moment. And I don't want to criticise him, but his end product at the moment is not as good as we want it to be. I think it will get better. But I just hope we get the players we need, plus a 𝗙𝗢𝗧, just as a backup there. And gives us something off the bench. That's all. If you're going to get him for 4 or 5 million, it's worth a punt. It really is.
Yeah. Look, Mark's with you. He says the music was crap. Needed something snappy. Clever fuck.
Yeah, snappy, like it. That's one.
Music sounded like Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah, because the original one you've done, Budge, it's got that snappy. It has got that snappy feel, man. You get into it, right? So just swap the music over.
Yeah,
I think you'd be better off. But But I do like the video. That's good.
Yeah, cool. Did you see the biologist Mauricio Hopes, who had his head bitten by a 𝗙𝗢𝗥 shark, survived and is going back to tagging sharks?
You know, I think I might have seen that.
𝗙𝗢𝗥 sharks
that
are
rings a bell.
dangerous, mate.
Yeah, I might have seen that. I'll tell you what as well, Budge. You know, the boy I've always been recommended to people here, if you like that sort of content, right, about the ocean, if you love the ocean sort of content, the best guy in here, in Australia, that does it, right? And I'm not joking, so some of his filming and his content is as good as fucking National Geographic. I'm telling you, it's fucking brilliant. And that's YBS, it's called their Young Bloods, is his YouTube channel, right? He's over in Western Australia as well. It's called Young Bloods, but YBS, I think that's it, all on his merch. And he released a video the other day, and it's him out again in his see-through kayak geezer. Looks like a bit of Tupperware.
Oh, yeah, right? I've seen that popping up on a thumbnail on my YouTube.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen that.
He watched the other day, he was out in his see-through kayak, he's got the drone up there, and this whale shark is in front of him. Now, he's struggling to see it because of the glare off the water, but the drone picks it up, and you see this whale shark coming under his boat, around his boat, under his kayak again. Fucking hell. And then just off it, that he didn't see while he's in the kayak, was a massive manta ray as well, just fucking swimming past.
Wow.
And it's clear as anything, the water, you know, where he is.
Yeah.
And then he shows you when he was here last time, the same spot last time, where a great white was circling him and going next to his boat. And the drone picks it up brilliantly. So if anyone's keen on that, watch him. Young Bloods, YBS.
There's another guy I watch called the Malibu Artist.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah, and he does most.
Yeah, he throws a drone up. He picks up sharks. He's nowhere near as good as this geezer. Nowhere near gets the footage.
And the other one is a young English guy called his channel is called Shark Bites, BYTES.
Yeah, I watch him. He bores me a bit because he's a marine biologist. That geezer. Yeah, and he's young for that. But he talks about the more technical things and the scientific things about it. I get a bit boring.
Reasons behind shark attacks and stuff.
You won't be bored with Young Bloods, mate. It's such good footage.
I'll give him a look.
Amazing.
I'll give him a look.
I'm amazed he hasn't. You know, maybe Netflix ain't going to do a thing on him. He had one there when he was out of the boat, and the whales. He had about 10 whales around him. Unbelievable footage.
On the intro. On new intro, I put on there that bear news coming soon as well, because there are so many bear attacks every year around the world. We could start talking about them. There's lots of them.
They deserve it. They deserve it. You want to live amongst the bears, that's your problem.
They got to get mentioned, haven't they? If they're going to go around munching people up. Got to get mentioned. Yeah, but it's right. Froggy says he's only wanting up. Yeah, no, so I get it, mate. I'm fine with it. The music, I wasn't too sure about it, but yeah. Okay, we're going to go back to the old music. On the 21st of April 2025, man killed by a dusky sharks off 𝗙𝗢𝗥, Israel. Yes, we covered that a couple of weeks ago, mate. By this species. The dusky sharks, they're the ones that have crossbred with the 𝗙𝗢𝗥 sharks, and they are saying that crossbreed has created basically a new species of shark that is actually out physically hunting men or people.
Hard one to prove that.
Well, that's what this guy was saying on this thing I was reading on Google. Anyway, why not take a leg
Did I
of lamb
mention
out
last
of the
week with that
menu?
freedom frenzy of sharks came up on the Gold Coast? Did I mention that when I was about? I've never seen anything fucking like it over here in Morton Island, right? Did I mention it last week? Can't remember.
No, I don't think you did. No.
Right, honestly, it's Morton Island, right? And there was these sardine bait fish and another geezer with a drone up. And this bait fish, I'm not joking, it must have been like 200 metres wide, 300 metres long. Just one big bait. It looked like an oil slick. An oil slick of these bait fish, all sardines, I think. And the sharks that it tracked, I'm not joking, goes up, there must have been over 100 sharks. Now this is Morton Island, and Morton Island's famous. I've been there a few times, camped there, fished there, swam there, but it's famous for sharks because it used to be a whaling station over there back in the day, and that attracted the sharks because they dragged the whales in, like cut them all up. There's always blood in the water. There's always shit they threw away or whatever. So it's teeming with sharks. Well, when these bait fish all turned up and that was just one of them. One I said it was hundreds of meters wide. There was loads of them, and there must have been over 100 sharks just piling into it. Piling into these things. It's fucking fins everywhere. It was unreal. I've never seen so many sharks in one spot. Yeah, again.
HH is saying, glad that 𝗙𝗢𝗪𝗘 has not yet worked out. Had it been just one coach, then be annoyed. But under 3, and he still hasn't been given the nod, is a shame. And then Brendan goes on to say he doesn't understand why he does not get a run out in the under 21s. It's all very odd. And other people are actually commenting as well. Steve saying it's pretty damning evidence. Iron thinks that he says, if I was Nuno, I'd be trying to get a tune out of him. He's quick, but he's faster than his decision making. Needs accuracy, but it can be done if 𝗙𝗢𝗪 was given a chance. And then Mark's asking, is it about triggering clauses? And it could be. It actually could be. Well, you never know.
I don't know if it is. I think.
But it is strange how he's not getting any game time in the under 21s or in the senior setup.
Has he been on our bench, Geezer? He has been on our bench.
He's been on the bench a few times and he's made 2 or 3 substitute appearances. But
look,
the thing is, because he's part of the senior setup and he is on the bench, that's why he's not getting under 21 game time, I think. But
exactly.
When you look at
and the
someone
thing is,
like
I'd rather leave that.
Who does get game time for 21s and then gets put on the bench, you know, for the senior squad. It's kind of, go on.
I'd rather leave that to Nuno. You know, if he thinks he's not the boy to put on the pitch, then he's not the boy to put on the pitch. We have to trust him. We've just had Lopetegui and fucking Potter, for fuck's sake. Fucking shit that they did. And I just want him to fucking get it right. If he thinks 𝗙𝗢𝗪𝗘 can play a part, you got to remember, in the AFCON, we're going to lose Walker Peters and we're going to lose fucking Wan-Bissaka. Right? Now, whether that opens up a spot for 𝗙𝗢𝗪𝗘 at some stage, who knows? But we've got to prepare for that. You know, late December, whatever it is, when they fuck off. Whether 𝗙𝗢𝗪𝗘, that makes him a position in the team. I'm not sure it does, because there's 2 positions that it's not really his. But it might. I'd rather trust Nuno. We've only seen bits of 𝗙𝗢𝗪𝗘, and it looks all right. It's like anything. The coach has to decide, mate, and he has to weigh him up week in, week out. He's got him in training. Can he do the job? Can he do a job? And maybe he will have a part to play.
He didn't look
But I'm
so
not going
good
to
in
knock him for not playing him now.
but yeah, I know what you're saying. The comment from GP there says the USS Indianapolis sinking. Imagine almost surviving the war only to be eaten by a shark. I get where you're coming from, GP, but I've done a bit of research on that that incident recently. I've watched probably 10 documentaries on it, and the fact is that they are saying that less than 20% of the sailors that went into the water were attacked by sharks. The rest of them either died by drowning or burning or whatever the case may be, but less than 20% were actually taken by sharks. And that's actually, like common throughout all of the documentaries I've watched. They've all said the same sort of thing. Yeah.
Well, that was another one. It was matey's story on Jaws, wasn't it? I'm not sure if it was the same ship that went down. When he told the story on the boat about when they got sunk and then they were getting picked off, according to him, being picked off by the shark. Yeah, that has been disputed by a lot of experts, saying that the dead bodies in the water were being eaten by sharks mainly. But it made a good story, and it was a good story in the film, to be honest. Brilliant. What was that?
Oh, right. So he says, Stuart says, evening from Lincolnshire. It's a bit late to listen to the stream or to the show. Did you know that West Ham are still top scorers in Europe with 33 goals? And that is still a record, is it? Well, that's
what's that in the Conference League?
Yeah, it's got to be, isn't it? Surely. I'm taking it that's in one season, Stuart. Because
I don't know.
I mean, you look at Chelsea's history and Man United's history; they've probably scored a lot more than that.
That must be
so that must be
that
in
one
Conference
season. League.
Yeah. That is surprising. Mark says, nice sausages in Lincolnshire. I agree, they are actually. Mark my words says 15 West Ham appearances and not yet 20 until January. Guilherme still has a chance. You're absolutely right, but it just seems strange.
Exactly.
It seems strange.
He's a young lad. He's still a young lad. It could come good, and he may not. You know what I mean? He's a young boy that come out of Brazil that was highly rated in Brazil, and but you're coming to the Premier League. You're coming to the hardest league in the world, the quickest league in the world. Big jump, man. Big jump for a young lad. And I'd say the same with Malik Diouf. Again, I thought he was poor for the first 15 minutes or so against Burnley at the weekend, but he grew into the game and done better. Really did. But he's only a young boy, man. We forget this. We bring him in there to do a job and we're impressed by him going forward, but he's young. As Fernandes is still young. Potts is still young. These guys are still learning their game, man. So you've got to be patient. Unfortunately, Guilherme, he's been here quite a while now. And like 𝗙𝗢𝗥 said there, under 3 managers now, he's still not getting a sniff. So tells you he might not be quite up to it yet. He might never be. Who knows?
Frog saying that Barcelona hold the record for the most goals in a single European competition season, scoring 45 goals in the 99-2000 Champions League.
Wow.
Okay. And Stuart is saying that was when we won the Conference League,
Yeah.
Okay. Probably the top English team. Top British team.
No, we probably hold the record for the Conference League of most goals in the whole competition in that season. We probably hold that. Why not? We went all the way through, won nearly every game and got to the final. So I suppose it would be.
Yeah.
And that's possible. Easily possible.
Yeah. So, international break and no football this week, but Bournemouth when we get back. What are your thoughts on the Bournemouth game, Kieran?
Tough. Fucking tough, geezer. They can be so good. If you can stop that Semenyo, though, I think he's such a top player. Such a top. He will not be at Bournemouth next season. I guarantee you that someone's picking up Semenyo out of Bournemouth next year. He is such a great player. I watched a lot of him last year, and he was brilliant. He was so good.
He's in my Premier Fantasy League thing. Just bear with me one second. My son ran off with my cigarette papers and didn't bring them back. 1 second. I can still hear you, mate. Oh, hang on.
No, it was. He's been fantastic. Even though the game at the weekend, he looked pretty quiet. I forget what it was, but I just always rated him. Last year, I thought like Cunha and Bemo and Semenyo were three of the best, and probably Gibbs White, really outstanding players last season. And you see, like Mbeumo got bought up, and I thought someone would come in and try and nick Semenyo. They didn't. They kept him. But I do believe this will be his last season there.
I think they resisted a couple of offers for him, but they were well short of their estimation of his value. I'm pretty sure a couple of people went in for him, but undervalued him. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Semenyo, I mean...
They're a tough team to beat, Bournemouth, goes up. Tough team.
Yeah, he's been really good for them as well. You know, he's been consistent.
I'll take a point right now against Bournemouth, goes. I'll take a point.
Yeah.
I really would. They're a good side.
Yeah. Right, hang on. Who else have we got? I think we had other people coming into the chat here. I
might take the sunnies off, geezer.
In the Conference League, says Randy, we never lost a game. Won all games except for the first leg against Ghent, which we drew, I believe. That's the one we drew, isn't it?
Okay.
Or did we lose? No, we didn't lose it. We didn't lose a game. That's right. We went through the whole competition unbeaten.
Yeah.
Sean, good evening, mate. He says, have I missed West Coast Shark Watch and Fremantle Stylie? Yes, mate, you have. You did miss it. We were talking about the whatever it is, kite surfer fella that had his board bitten in, or a big chunk taken out of his board. He survived, and he beat the shark up, basically. Punched and kicked it, scared the shark away. So, yeah, mate, you'll have to rewind about 25 minutes to watch it. Good evening, Dean Blue FC. Chelsea's the best now club world champions. Yeah, they've got everything now, mate. Well done. Well done to Chelsea.
Oh, no, mate. I know you got to listen to that for 3.5 fucking years. You got to listen to them being fucking world champions.
Oh, yeah.
But they done it. Fair play to them. They done it.
So, usual wants to know if you've been seeing Cliff Richard in concert. He says, yeah, here he's going down Storming Oz at the moment.
Is he, usual? Fucking no. No. I think we've just had Oasis here. Do you know, I think he was playing it in Brisbane here last night, guys. I think Metallica.
Really?
Is it Metallica? Yeah, there was going. I see something on the news there about them. Yeah. Fucking hell. Cliff Richard, no, usual. I won't be bothering to see him, right? I won't. I've just had Oasis. That's gone down a big storms here.
Frog says we have the biggest unbeaten European run, I believe. Absolutely, we did have for 4 days, and then Man City came along and beat us in the Champions League 4 days later, or 6 days later, or
Yeah,
whatever
it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, we held that for about a week, or just under. You are right though, Frog. We did have that honour. Oh, Elvis is in the house. What do you think of Paqueta? I love him.
Brilliant.
I think he's great. I think he's absolutely
The
brilliant.
Paqueta.
Yes, absolutely love him. Right, so Randy saying Bournemouth have conceded 7 goals in their last 2 games, 3 against City and 4 at Villa. So are vulnerable, but will be tough. Absolutely, mate.
It was a really good Villa and a really good City, though. So that's what you got to look at. And it's not their best form, but believe me,
they beat them. Semenyo and sold everyone else. Yeah, they sold everyone else as well, didn't they? Bournemouth. I mean, like, they sold the big forward mushy to Tottenham. What's his name? What was the name of the forward they went and got from Bournemouth? Oh God, I can't remember his name.
They lost their centre half, didn't they?
Yeah, they lost loads of players.
But they're still a good organised side. That's what I'm saying. We're going to struggle against basically all teams. We've shown it. We've lost to Sunderland. We've lost to Leeds. Forest are the only team we've beaten up and near us till now, to Burnley. So, but Bournemouth will be fine this year. They won't be in that relegation battle. But they're a good side, man. Another tough game. I thought Burnley was going to be a tough game. And, you know what I mean? They play some decent football, Burnley. But we got over the line. That's why I was so delighted with that win, Keith. That was so important. I think to get anything out of Bournemouth, I'll be delighted with it. Be delighted.
Freshfielder says he saw the board. It's about the same size of one of his bites out of an Aldi ham sandwich.
Fucking hell, you got a big gob then, Shawnee boy.
Yeah, mate. Iron Disciple says he's more hyped up for Radiohead on tour. Now, I do like Radiohead. They did Creep. Great tune. Yeah, I love that tune. It's one of my favourite tunes.
What, Creep?
Yeah, I love it.
Did you say what, Creep, Geezer?
Yeah.
Is that them?
Yeah, Radiohead.
I love that. I mean, everyone's done a version of that, haven't they? Creep. And I love one by Chrissy Hine done a really good one of that.
Oh, really?
She done it really well. Yeah, really, really good. Yeah, I liked her version of it.
Nice.
Everyone seems to have done that song. Hey, covered it.
Yeah. Football Tube. Good evening to you, sir, or madam, or whoever. Xerxes would be brilliant at West Ham. Man United are delusional, but I don't care. Up Lions. Nice one, mate.
Well, what's his name? Who's this? Football Tube. I'll tell you what. There's so many top players have gone to Man United and sort of failed, and I think he's one of them. And a lot of them have gone back to Europe and flying. You know what I mean? So you can't write off that. Xerxes don't look good at Man United, but is he a good? He was a bloody good player before he went there. Could he come to West Ham and do a job? Fuck it. He probably could.
What Garnacho's doing now.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many.
You know, he's looking to be a bit more of a player now. Usual says, question, what club has bid 50 million for Paqueta? Not sure of the exact club, but it is one of the Saudi League clubs. And apparently, from the sources that I've looked at, and it ranges from, but David Sullivan said, absolutely not this year. You're not getting him for that. If you want him, you got to pay double. So he's saying, if you want Paqueta, I want 100 million. from Saudi League. That's what he's saying. Apparently, according to anywhere between 80 and 100 is what I've read today. Yeah, and it was Solanke that I was thinking of that went there. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never rated Solanke myself. There you go.
No. Yeah, other people are agreeing it was a Saudi club. Rich says, great touch Nuno putting pics of the players when they were younger in the dressing room.
Yeah.
Now, that was a story that went about. It was quite widely reported by other guys that do what we're doing. Yeah, it was a nice touch, I think, and I think it kind of.
I mentioned this I mentioned it last week, Geezer, and I said I don't know if it's true or not, but then Nuno confirmed it in his press conference, so he did do that. He did do it, and I went, yeah, all right, very smart, Geezer, very smart.
Oh.
Yeah, he did confirm it, so yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. He's thinking outside the box, Geezer. I like it.
Right, yeah, so Mark's saying 𝗙𝗢𝗥 𝗕𝗢𝗪𝗘𝗡.
Yeah, Zabran was the centre half they lost. 𝗙𝗢𝗥. Yeah, they did lose some players, but Semenyo is their fucking pearl, right? He's their gem. And like I say, I don't believe he'll be at Bournemouth next year. Someone's getting in, man. It's just too good.
And Hewson as well. Yes.
And Hewson, yeah. That's the centre half.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's a top boy. Even though I see him play in Europe the other day, he was shit.
So, Mark, I think I just answered your question, mate. Rumour is that a Saudi club offered 50 and it got turned down. How much to sell it? According to the sources that I've read, between 80 and 100 million. Some have said 100, some have said 80. And, one said 80, two have said 100, and one said between 90 and 95. So, there you have it.
So, yeah, take your pick.
Yeah. But I can actually imagine David Sullivan saying, no, I want double that. Because we all know that David Sullivan's a greedy.
But regardless of who wants a bid for him, whatever, we cannot afford to let him go in January.
No,
end of the season. Yeah, if that's the deal, at the end of the season we sell him, fine. But no, we need everyone on board for the rest of the season. He's a big part of that.
Liverpool FC Lancaster Bombers in the house. Good evening.
There you go.
Is there any Mockle Misers around? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
What that is, Mr. FC.
Did they have Kepa on loan last season too? Bournemouth? I think they did. I think you're right. I think that was where I did see him. Frog likes the Chrissy Hine version of Creep as well.
Yeah, thanks, Frog. It is good, mate.
Don't know. Couldn't tell you, mate. Really couldn't tell you.
That's right. Yeah, Arsenal bought him. Yeah. How much did he originally? You know that Kepa guys when Chelsea bought him. He was the most expensive goalkeeper ever, wasn't he? Well, it's in my head that he cost about.
Million,
I thought 70, right? Which sounds fucking mental.
70.
It sounds mental. And now look, they just Arsenal bought him for 4 million. You go, fuck. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Spending that kind of money on a goalkeeper? Madness. Me.
Stuart says, go and get Ivan Toney for him. Still got it, and he will get us 20 goals.
I'd do it. I wouldn't say no to it, Stuart. Mate, Ivan Toney, I wouldn't say no, mate. The position we're in, would not say no to that at all. And that's funny, you mentioned Solanke geezer going to Tottenham at that time. I thought Tottenham were going to go in for Ivan Toney and bring him in, but they bought Solanke instead. I thought that was a big mistake. I thought that was a really big mistake. I thought Ivan Toney might be a better choice. But apparently, I think it was Tony who told me that they were having massive problems trying to get a deal done with Tony, and he was a bit of a problem. And that's why they didn't sign him. But there you go. Yeah, I mean
right,
Tony from early doors.
Yeah. What else we got? Yeah, Randy says I think it was 70. Yeah, I think you're right. 70 million. Yeah.
That's crazy money, eh? For a fucking goalkeeper. That was the most ridiculous buy I've ever seen. Fuck me, man.
And Troy says, yeah, they also got screwed on Mudryk as well. Yeah.
No, for that. Fucking right.
Right, well, it's nearly 11:30, and we've kind of covered most of. Good evening, Sean. He's saying the YouTube. Oh, there's 2 streams on YouTube, mate, Iron says he's not mad at Kudos anymore. Mark says Quitty Hines' I Love You is a blinding album. I've never listened to it, mate. I'll say.
Mark. I love you.
Right, so
I do love her.
Yeah, I prefer her recorded stuff. I don't think she's that good live.
I think the version of that Creep, I'm pretty sure it was live.
Yeah, maybe something like that. But when she does the energetic stuff, her vocals are really poor, if I'm honest. I saw her on a tribute concert for Bob Marley, and she was really poor for that. Really poor.
Right.
Came on after the song of one of Bob's sons.
She was good with the Pretenders, man. You know, she was really good. They done some great tracks. Not to say it might be mostly recorded that you see, but she was fucking good.
Yeah. Randy's saying he wonder if Bowen will get on tomorrow for England. Never know, mate.
Probably not. Probably not, mate. He might come off the bench again. We might see him off the bench.
Sean Wilkins. Good evening, mate. He says need to get rid of the board. They ain't ambitious. All they want to do is line their pockets. Proves that poor stadium, which I don't think any fan likes. Absolutely 100%, mate. Nobody likes the stadium, as far as I'm aware. Yeah. So right. Well, that's about it, really. Anything you want to add to tonight's proceedings, mate?
No football this weekend, but watch the boring internationals as they are.
Yeah. If you're going to watch them, enjoy it. Stay safe while you're watching it. Why not the drink?
I might just. I'll watch the highlights maybe of England, see what's on. I'll see if Bowen gets on. But I really, these are qualifying games. Not much interest in it, but you might see a few good goals. Who knows? I noticed they've dragged in Rashford back into the England team. Did you? One thing I want to ask you guys: did you see Areola have a walk with a dog coffee thing? Did you see that on the BBC? See him? He had like it looked like Kane Corso. He looked like Kane Corso. What was the other? Was the other one a Kane Corso? It did look like.
I think the other one was a Neo.
Okay. Yeah. Mastiff.
Yeah.
I just saw that. I'm surprised. Plus, he had 2 other little whippersnappers as well. He's got 4 dogs. I just thought that was interesting.
I did watch that actually. Yeah, I watched the YouTube clip of it. I don't deal with the BBC unless I have to. No.
I'm talking. She's from the BBC apparently. I don't know, but it was the YouTube of it. So I just watching him. I was just surprised he had 4 dogs, fucking, and one was a cane corso, and they were soft as shit, guys. They really were, lovely, lovely dogs. Yeah, no problem at all.
Yeah, they were nice. They were sort of really good around that woman's dog as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they were very.
They showed a little bit of interest at first, but then they were just really cool around it, which I thought was really good. And that's, that was a good advertisement for big dogs and how they can be. But,
I agree. Because it wasn't long ago, guys. I went to an English Bull Terrier dog show here. Right. I didn't know they existed. I had one up here.
Right.
I had one up here in a showground not too far from me, about 20 minutes. Fuck me, I've never seen so many English Bull Terriers in my fucking life. And 99% of them were just calm as, really good. Obviously had good owners. They were just so nice. And, you could go up and pat all these dogs, they put them on a show. Fucking beautiful. They're a beautiful dog. Beautiful.
I'm saying I've got to get a Ludo autograph before I die and a mile on hair with one. Well, as you can see there, I have a mile on hair with one. But I don't know where it came from. I came about it from this channel, actually. So the way to find out about how to go about getting them, maybe send an email in to Russ at westhamnetwork@gmail.com.
Yeah, because
westhamnetwork@gmail.com. Ask Russ if he knows how to.
Russ will send you one without a doubt, mate. Because Russ he's a fucking forger. He'll just write out himself and send you it. No problem. Don't
no, he won't. And I didn't get that from Russ either. I got that from Anton. Well, Anton sent it to me, but it was from the channel. But yes, so Ian, have a word with Russ. Send him an email at westhamnetwork@gmail.com, and I'm sure he will point you in the right direction. Did they film Areola throwing a ball for the dogs? No, they didn't. Well, they might have done, but they didn't show it. I was anyway.
They showed him dropping one. Then the dog fucking picked it up.
Oh
well.
Good evening, Anthony. Thank you for joining us, mate. I hope you're well. Right, okay. Well, I'm sorry, mate. You've kind of joined us a bit late, but
anyway.
Stuart says good night, a good show tonight. Thank you very much. Rich says contact E13 events. So stick that in a Google search. E13 events. They might be able to help you as well. Will do for sure, says Russ is a legend. Thank you. Sean says Donald Pleasance was the OG forger. That's a reference to
what film is that,
Escape, or was it The Great Escape, or Stalag 17 or something like that, wasn't it? When they're in jail.
It was The Great Escape, fuck.
And he done all
Great Escape, geezer. Every Christmas. Every Christmas. I used to come on every Christmas. Steve McQueen. Donald Pleasant. Fucking hell. Some actors in that, geezer. Some fucking talent in that. That was brilliant. Every Christmas used to watch that.
Yeah, mate. I've watched it a few times myself.
He went blind, Mark. He did, mate. He went blind in it, didn't he?
He was
did. Great film. Great film.
Yeah.
Loved that.
They still took him with them, didn't they? Even though he'd gone blind, he thought he weren't going to go.
I think so, yeah. They all got fucking caught, mainly. There was only a couple of geezers that got out, wasn't
there? Yeah, mate. There's some great old movies, isn't there? Yeah, there you go. Rich is saying it was The Great Escape.
It was. Great. It was the best movie ever, man. At the time, it was the best movie ever. And the ensemble of actors they had on it was fucking second to none. It was fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Hindsight,
John Mills, John Mills as well, Stephen Quinn, John Mills.
Yeah. Wasn't what's his name in it as well? The Dirk Bogarde or whatever. Yeah, I think, wasn't he one of the American actors in it? Dirk Bogarde.
Who?
Dirk Bogarde.
No,
Wasn't he in it?
no. I could see one of the American actors with the big moustache in it.
Yeah, that wasn't him though. Yeah, I can't remember, but yeah, no, they were great movies. They were. All of those.
Yeah.
And of course, there's loads of great old movies on YouTube. Yes, there are indeed.
Is there?
Yeah, loads of them, mate. Just put in, I don't know. I'll tell you what is on there. 𝗙𝗢𝗧 with the one that played, you know, the one that played the part of Douglas Bader. Reach for the Sky, that's on there as well. The Douglas Bader story. What's his blinking name? I can't remember his name now, the actor. But anyway, yeah, he's in that 𝗙𝗢𝗧. Oh, Kenneth More, that's his name. Kenneth More.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few of them old movies on there. There's a version of Midway on there. And it's all pretty good, you know, they're all but you have to deal with the adverts and stuff. So
yeah,
other than that, they're really good, you know.
Did I tell you when I was in Germany, Geezer?
Yeah, go on.
I forget. I think might have been working in Leipzig at the time, and Charles Bronson. That's the geezer with the moustache. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, and James Coburn was in it.
James Coburn and all. There's so many top actors in that film.
Yeah,
fucking unbelievable.
Mark Charles Bronson. Hang on 1 second. He doesn't mean Charlie Bronson, the British prisoner. He means Charles Bronson, aka Charles Łuczynski, the actor who was in all the Death Wish movies. He was actually listed as Charles Łuczynski in The Great Escape, I think. But these days they've changed it to Charles Bronson. But anyway, yeah, go on, say what you were going to say, mate.
No, there was a village we heard that, 𝗙𝗢𝗥. You remember 𝗙𝗢𝗥 Castle?
Yeah.
And the series 𝗙𝗢𝗥. But that weren't far from us. I know, an hour, 2 hours away. So we drove to it and went to it. This little village of 𝗙𝗢𝗥, right? And at the top of the village, they called it a castle, but it wasn't really a castle. It was it's an old, massive hunting lodge. And they had a museum there of all the escape attempts by all the British fucking, mainly Air Force people that were housed there. And it was fucking amazing. It was just really interesting as fuck. And it had been, now, at the time I went, and it's got to be, 25 years ago or whatever, they turned it into an old people's home, which is really weird. But they had the glider there set up in this museum of what they constructed in there to try and get out. And they actually tested that hang glider because they never got to use it. And it worked because it's really on the castle itself, if you call it a castle, is on the top of the hill, and all around it is fields. And they used to fuck it, and they tried the glider to see if it would work and fly down to the hills, and it did work. But they never got to use it during wartime, which was amazing. Yeah. And Douglas Bader apparently was there. Douglas Bader was a prisoner there at some stage, from what I remember. But it's just really interesting, Geezer, get to see, after watching that series as a kid growing up, and then get to see the actual place that it was based on. Wow. Yeah, it's really interesting. Lovely little village, 𝗙𝗢𝗥. Nice. There you go.
Victorian Dad. Good evening, mate. He says, went to see Zulu every day. It was on the old Chingford Odeon when it came out with his brother. Greatest
fucking Victorian. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, as a kid, Mr. Victorian Dad. As a kid, that was my favourite. Zulu. It was so brilliant, wasn't it? It was such a great film.
Michael Caine.
You watch it now, it's very dated. It's very dated.
Oh,
I've seen it about 10 years ago. It's so dated, but it's a great film. Yeah, it was a great film. It was an epic.
It is, yeah.
What do you call epic
It
film?
was.
Like Greatest.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Rockford Files was the show. Good evening, Wally World. How are you, sir? Hope you're well. Or good afternoon to you, I think it is. Hope you're well. Yeah, he says Rockford Files was a great show. It was. Now, what was the car he used to drive?
Okay, Wally.
From bronze-coloured Camaro, I think, wasn't it? He used to drive in that. A movie, Escape.
I remember watching it. It
was a good show. Yeah, that was a good movie. Right, yeah, well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it's time of the evening where I need to get myself off to bed. I've got to go and sort the dog out before I go and all that nonsense. So, I'm going to call it a night.
And don't forget Midnight Express. Scared the shit out of me, that film, geezer. That put me up.
Oh,
that was the worst film for the Turkish tourist industry ever fucking done. No one wanted to go to Turkey after that film, Midnight Express.
Yeah, no. Can you blame them?
Fuck that.
I've actually been to Turkey this year or last year? Last year. And yeah, it was actually quite nice out there. Quite nice.
Right. Nice.
Yeah, Richard.
Do your shit.
Zulu's one of them films you find flicking through and then you can't turn off. Right, Sean, thank you, mate. It's a great film tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please do remember to hit the like, and then after the stream has finished, you can even hype the show. I don't know what that does, but apparently it's good for the algorithms, etc. So yeah, give us a hype later, if you would, please.
Just tells everyone else that we are absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, that's it, mate. That's exactly what it means. Right, take care, everybody. Thank you very much for your continued appearances in the chat and everything. Really appreciated. And we will see you next week. I'm not sure what we're going to be talking about yet, but let's see what happens during the week. We might be talking about a Bowen hat-trick for England.
That'd be nice. Yeah, thanks, guys. All the best for next week, huh?
Yeah, have a great week, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Come on, you wine.